Hello everyone, my name is Pinkle and I create videos on YouTube on English grammar. Our today's topic is present tense. So we will be learning simple present tense in detail. Present tense comprises of four tenses which are simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. But in today's video we will be covering only first tense, which is simple present tense. Okay, so tense directly means a time. So to learn any tense, you should be having a knowledge about time. It means that at which time any action is being performed. So when to use this tense? Activities that happen on regular basis and never change. For example, regular activities, habits, choices, universal truth. These are the conditions that generally do not change. So in these types of situations we use simple present tense. Okay. Next comes helping verbs. For helping verbs, we will be using does or do. Action verb, we will be using V1. In each and every tense, you need to remember helping verbs and action verbs. So for simple present tense, those are does and do. Does for singular and do for plural. If you want to check helping verbs in detail, you can just go and check my previous video. So the structure for all the tenses will be remaining the same. The first one structure is the most common structure which is applied in all 12 tenses. So the structure is like, firstly you need to put subject. After that you need to keep helping verb plus action verb plus object plus time or place. Subject plus do does is our helping verb, so we will be putting do does at the place of helping verb, V1 at the place of action verb, and object plus time or place. Now interrogative, if you want to question mark or if you want to question somebody, right? So you cannot directly use a simple structure. There is a different structure for asking the question to anybody, right? So for asking questions you have to keep helping verb at the first place and subject at the second place. You need to change the places of subject and helping verb for making an interrogative sentence. So helping verb at the place of subject and subject at the place of helping verb, plus action verb plus object plus time or place, and in the end you need to put question mark. Fine. So do this plus subject plus V1 plus object plus time or place, and then comes the question mark. Next is negative. You should also be knowing to make negative sentences. Fine. Negative word itself means not, right? So put not after helping verb, do not or does not. So subject plus do or does not plus V1 plus object plus time or place. So these are the structures for simple present tense. Okay. So what when you do not want to use do or does in your sentences? It means that in your structure, if you don't want to use do or does, so what are the rules for that? So there is a rule that you need to follow. Rule for does and rule for do. So right now we will be discussing rule for does. Does is a singular helping verb. So it is a rule for s or es. So add s or es after action verb and cut does from your sentence. It means that if you do not want to use does, you need to put s or es after an action verb. For example, she does watch television daily. She is our subject, does is our helping verb, watch is our action verb, television is object, and daily is our time or place. So here you will be cutting does and you will be adding es after watch. It means es after an action verb. So she watches television daily. When to use s or es? Now how would you come to know whether to use s or es? So use es with verbs ending with sh, ch, double s, o. Except it, use s. So the verbs which end with sh, ch, double s or o. For example, to go. Here the verb ends with O. So we will be using es after go. So goes, right? To watch. So the action verb is ending with ch. So we will be adding es after ch. So watches. For gas, it is double S. So we will be adding es. Push, it is sh. So we will be adding es. For rest of the verbs which do not end with either sh, ch, double s or o, we will be adding only s. It means that to learn, so it is ending with n, so we will be adding s. To come, e, so we will be adding s. Now that was the rule for does. Now this is the rule for do. If you do not want to use do, cut it from sentence. And you do not have to do anything with your action verb when you do not want to use do in your sentence. For example, I do watch television daily. I is your subject, do is your helping verb, watch is your action verb, television is your object, and daily is your time. Fine. So you want to cut do from your sentence, then you need to use I watch television daily, right? They do cook daily. So if you do not want to use do here, you just simply have to speak like they cook daily. There is a note here. Although I is singular, we use all rules of plural with I. Whenever you use I in any sentence, you need to apply the rules of plural with I. Okay. Rules for not using does and do in your sentence applies only for simple structures and not for negative sentences.